호스 안녕하세요 반갑습니다 여러분 접니다. 다시 돌아왔고요. 네 봅시다. 이번에는
The
좀
age of
열심히
humans has come to an end.
With the lost research on the storm and the long absence of an LSCC director, the Foundation is considering appointing a director of their own choosing.
Focus on the matter at hand. Adler already said that they're pressuring us for results.
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately.
We just need to submit something that'll shut them up.
Not just something, the pre-storm protocol, and soon.
But there are still some problems that haven't...
Their simulated data. Forget your humanitarian care.
Think about it clearly, Adler. The pieces in the toy box are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
Is that the case this time as well? This is a simulation of the storm. Everything will reset. Nothing will change.
If you've already concluded that this is meaningless, why did you return? Time waits for no one, Bruderherz. I have to go eventually.
Wait, I also... Traitor!
Du kannst das Arkanum nicht begreifen. Du kannst diese Tür nicht öffnen.
None of us even knows what's in there, and you're saying you're going in alone?
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe.
Adler, just by observing it, you have become a new influencing factor on the core.
No matter what you see, don't approach it. We mustn't...
Every puzzle has a solution. And the world is just another crossword.
마지막에 좀 화질이 안 좋은데 잠깐만
The
초반에
age
제대로
of
못 봤어.
humans has come to an end.
누가죠?
With the lost research on the storm and the long absence of an LSCC director, the Foundation is considering appointing a director of their own choosing.
Focus on the matter at hand. Adler already said that they're pressuring us for results.
오케이 놓친 거 봤고요. 전선 보고 위에서 안 잡기 유락사 수령. 좋아. 스토리 진입. 섬뜩한 초록 그 아래 메아리 없이 묻혔다. 정적만이 흐르는 오후 연구원 책상 앞에 앉아 머릿속으로 처음의 풍경을 그려보려 했었다.
Greta Hoffmann. Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben? Ich möchte es selbst überprüfen.
아니 이거 좀 번역을 하던지 폰트를 바꾸던지 하지. 너무 그대로 들고 오는 거 아님?
never afraid of sacrifice. She followed her own path.
그럴 때 호프맨 철면수시 냄새를 풍기는 또 다른 윤곽이 건지지게 그 이상을 점령했다. 몇 번의 시도가 수포로 돌아갔더니 그는 서랍을 열어 그 안에 실지 않은 것을 확인했다. 권총 환자로 루거 P08입니다. 이 루거 권총이라고 불리는 꽤 섹시하긴 함. 총 자체가 좀 예쁘긴 함. 근데 사실 그건 중요한 게 아니고.
Greta Hoffmann. Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben? Ich möchte es selbst überprüfen.
근데 철면 수심이 원래 있는 단어임?
And her fearlessness and perseverance, ultimately.
Miss Marcus.
Oh, you've arrived. It's good to see you, Miss Semmelweis.
망.
Relax. Everything will go smoothly. Where are the others?
The Foundation's memorial ceremony has already ended. It was solemn. Almost everyone came to express their condolences. They just all had to get back to their work.
Well, at least this cemetery will always remain open. I was more so wondering about those colleagues you're familiar with. Miss Kakanya, for example. I thought she'd be accompanying you.
She had to go through a few more rounds of inquiries, so she couldn't make it. She did send a bouquet of flowers, though. It was just like the one you brought. A beautifully arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
And Enigma? Where's he gone off to? Weren't they each other's only family?
It was just like the one you brought. A beautifully arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
I heard he was the one who pushed for the Hoffman Knot name. Rather admirable, if you ask me. But now, at that very sister's funeral, our Mr. Adler is nowhere to be found.
A few days ago, Mr. Enigma helped me sort through Madame Hoffman's possessions. Then he left all in a hurry. Later, I received word from Laplace that he'd barred the door to his office.
Huh. So he's chosen escapism then.
근데 그레타 호프만 있잖아. 크가니아 스토리에서 어떻게 되더라? 치명상을 맞고 그 뭐지 리버스 돼서 폭풍 와서 없어지는 거였나? 아니면 그냥 죽었던 건가? 죽어서 시체라고 하는 표현이 맞나? 어쨌든 그걸 옮겼나? 모르겠네. 기억이 안 나네.
There was a mailing list among Madame Hoffman's possessions. On the train to Vienna, she asked me a question, hoping I could read its answer.
What is the best way for someone to defend themselves if they cannot use arcane skills?
I read the answer she expected. She asked because she was preparing a gift. Mr. Enigma packed the list, her documents, her ID badge, and her diary into a box. Madame Hoffman's entire life reduced to a tiny box. Then he stopped and he asked me,
Where do you think Greta has gone?
"Where has she gone? Heaven? Hell? Has the storm washed them away too?"
마커스의 능력이 그거잖아. 잃는 거잖아.
Those who aren't lost to the storm, where do they go? Will I see her again someday? Will all of us, any of us, see her again? If only I'd known earlier that the gift she was preparing was a birthday present for him, then instead of taking care of me and celebrating my first day as a Foundation investigator, she could have... If only my arcane skill were more useful. If only I'd read what would happen on its stage. If only the future were written out as words on a page. I told him I hoped Madame Hoffman had gone somewhere with no storm and started a new life, even if that means I'll never see her again. In the end, he said he needed to think about my answer. He hasn't left his room since. I can understand that. I don't want to be here either. But I have to, because I want people to know that they don't need to worry about me anymore. Escapism is a natural reaction to grief. Just because you don't want to face it doesn't mean you're heartless. Don't you think?
Look at you saying all that without stammering. You see? There's no need to worry.
Huh? Sorry. I shouldn't have suddenly.
No, you're right. Everyone handles grief differently. Let's go. I'd like to hear how your training is going. I'm sure Greta would be proud of how much her little apprentice has grown.
All right, Miss Semmelweis. Madam Hoffman was an exemplary Foundation investigator, a dependable teammate, and my dearest mentor. She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She followed.
She followed her own path until the end.
Pursuing the truth with a resolute heart. And ultimately, it was her fearlessness and perseverance that brought us the knot that allows us to cross the storm. She inspired many, none more than myself. She gave me the courage to leave the Flennon Isles, allowing me to witness and read so many new things. So, standing here, I vow.
저는 많은 이들에게 영감을 주었지만 저에게 준 영향은 그 무엇보다 컸습니다. 제가 플라난 군도를 떠날 용기를 주셨고 수많은 새로운 곳들을 보고 있게 해주셨죠. 그러니 이 자리를 빌려드려야 합니다.
To continue to seek what she sought. What we all seek. A world after 1999.
당신이 믿었던 그 시대를 보고 싶다.
I will persevere as she did. I will keep reading, keep writing, record every experience, every feeling. I will never forget what you've done for us, for me.
선에 그저 좀 먼 길을 돌아갔을 뿐이다.
Damn it, are you blind?
Honestly, is there no code of conduct among you people? You're the one barreling down the hall. Hold on. You're... Researcher Medicine Pocket?
Oh, sweet. Looks like even the little minions at the Foundation have heard of me. I'm rushing to get a sample right now. If you're here for Ulrich, try that lab over there. If you're here for Enigma, check his office. If you're here for me, get lost. Better luck next time. Oh, wait. Let me guess. You suits can't take it anymore, so you're gonna shove a new director on us, right? Or maybe one of the oh-so-generous higher-ups has finally approved our application for a new lab? Oh, or maybe you're here to command us very obedient researchers to fix you up an arc? You know, like Noah? Well, here's an idea. How about you shelve all that and let us get back to our research on edible Procrasma extract? At worst, we'll get a taste of something sweet.
That's a topic that requires a rigorous approval process and oversight from... It's not within my power to decide. I need to deliver these files to Mr. Enigma immediately. I won't take up any more of your time.
Give him this and make sure he eats it. My application's been sitting on his desk for 30 hours. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get through to him is if he experiences it for himself. If there's an emergency, just press the button on the wall, not the red one.
I see. You can follow the proper procedures to file a complaint against Researcher Medicine Pocket. The application has already been reviewed. The ever-generous assessor that I am. As for your request, based on the progress of our other projects, you can expect a response in about 69 business days.
This is an urgent matter, sir.
I understand completely. It's a pity for us both that Laplace isn't a wish-granting machine. If it truly is as urgent as you say, put the documents on the pile to your left. Make sure not to touch anything else.
Then when's the earliest?
52 business days. In principle, my department only accepts research assignments pertaining to the storm, and only the final results are delivered to us. The calculations and sample analyses you need will be handed off to other teams. But it's not like we have spare researchers just moseying around, and Laplace isn't the Foundation's personal calculator. If you have any objections or extenuating circumstances, you can take it up with our director. But of course, the position's still empty. I'm only standing in to manage the documents and affairs no one else cares to deal with. Looks like it'll be a tough job to find you a team. Close the door on your way out. You can move your own legs without your boss's orders, can't you? Get out!
I'm glad to see you're still full of vigor, Adler.
Ah, if it isn't my old friend. What are you fetching for Constantine this time? I trust the last report you snatched was to your satisfaction. If anything else in these stacks of scrap paper strikes your fancy, then by all means, help yourself.
That won't be necessary. Though I'll be sure to visit again should the need arise. Mark, there are still some details regarding the proposed adjustment to field agent rations I'd like you to confirm. Mr. Ulrich and Miss Simone have cleared a 15-minute block in their schedules. You'll find them in meeting room number 3.
Very well.
You knew of Miss Simone's return today. Most assumed she retired to the timekeeper's suitcase along with Madame Lucy. Looks like the Foundation keeps as close an eye on Laplace as they do on Manus Vindictae. Some might even say that mad scientists and fanatical arcanists aren't so different, though the former does have the small advantage of providing a handy little invention here and there.
Always thinking from a researcher's perspective, Valor. Every researcher wants an independent, undisturbed laboratory. A simple wish in theory, but difficult to implement in practice.
I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to lecture me. What's the matter?
I trust Ulrich has told you what transpired in Antarctica. Not long ago, we received reports from a field agent squads and investigators.
Agents team and researcher.
This time, the storm has brought us to the year 1920, and to a war that should no longer exist.
The storm is hardly a perfect formula, and historical records often contain inaccuracies. Even under our current theoretical models, Arcana maintains a degree of uncertainty and unknowability. A minor error such as this should come as no surprise to you.
근데 세계 1차 대전이 세계 1차 대전이 1914년부터 18년까지네요. 일어나지 말아야 할 전쟁이 일어난 게 맞군요. 그럼에도 불구하고 그라멘트 연구원은 보고서 뭉치를 받아들이고 빠른 속도로 페이지를 넘겨 훑어보기 시작했다.
An error of this magnitude doesn't follow any of our current models. This flood has destroyed at least 2/3 of all our prior findings.
Since the beginning, we've diligently tracked the occurrence frequency of the storm. We've also long gotten used to it, abandoning any semblance of a pattern.
Because those who haven't gotten used to it are no longer with us.
It's never easy to have your world turned upside down, for anyone. It's overwhelming at first, but the more you see it happen, the easier it is to accept. Of course, some still have their objections. There have been countless debates on whether we should prepare for war.
Laplace is not an arsenal.
Our more radical members believe that, since research on the storm will continue to be lost, we should divert our resources elsewhere. The LSCC has been without a director for a long time, and the Arcanocentric Society Institutum Laurens has gone unchecked. There is reason to believe that this has impacted Laplace's research efficiency. So, to ensure our collaboration with Laplace continues to yield valuable results, the Foundation plans to dispatch a director of their own choosing.
Absolutely not.
I don't agree with the sentiment, nor do I believe the Foundation should assume complete control of Laplace. However, the reality is that, besides some perfect directing machine, the members will be the most easily persuaded if we appoint a human as director. Which is why I've come to you today. If, under your leadership, Laplace can produce a persuasive new discovery during this tumultuous period, it would help my cause immensely. Of course, no matter what, I'll continue to express my support for Laplace's independence to the Foundation.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with all this politicking? for Laplace to align itself with the Foundation, or with yourself? You don't seriously expect a group of scientists to spend their time strategizing these things like some kind of warlords pushing clay figurines around a sand table, do you?
I'd like you to continue your research on the toy box sent by Mu-C3. Investigate the source of its power and use its simulations to push out a report. Producing a final pre-storm protocol will refute the accusations that the LSCC lacks risk management policies, and the core of the toy box may just provide the new results you need.
I see your reasoning, but why are you telling me this? Surely you aren't offering your help simply out of the goodness of your heart. What exactly are your feelings toward Laplace nowadays? Nostalgia? Or some kind of scientific idealism?
I still believe we can reach the final theory. Something all-encompassing that unifies the entire universe.
Well, in that, we've just been going in circles. In a decade, all we've managed is to return to the 11th dimension.
But that doesn't mean all our past efforts have been meaningless. The Timekeeper hopes to understand the situation outside as soon as possible. Once you've arrived at a conclusion, please contact me immediately. Can a scientist become a politician?
재밌다 재밌어. 흥미롭군요. 상자바다이다. 대학 시절에 배웠던 대통령 이론으로도 졸업생의 앞날이 정치지는 예측할 수 없었다. 자네 고양이 철학자가 이런 말을 했지. 한자의 길이의 막대를 매일 절반씩 깎아내도 만대토록 다함이 없다. 아니 미적분을 논하는 게 아니야. 내가 묻고 싶은 건 자네가 정말로 막대기를 영원히 나눌 수 있다고 생각하냐는 것이네. 만약 그 나눔이 끝에 다다라 더 이상 쪼갤 수 없게 된다면 그때 자네의 손에 남는 건 무엇일 것 같나? 누군가는 기본 입자라고 답하겠지만 내 수업을 듣는 이상 자네의 대답은 끈이론이네요. 자연의 기본 단위는 입자가 아니라 지극히 작은 한 가닥의 끈이지. 그러니까 끈이론이 그거잖아. 그 가장 기본적인 단위가 점이 아니라 선이라는 거지. 자연의 기본 단위는 입자가 아니라 지극히 작은 한 가닥의 끈이지. 나무 막대기를 각각지 분해하면 끈을 얻고 한 끈을 각각지 분해도 끈을 얻으면 심지어 중력의 기본 단위는 숫자끈이어야만 하네. 만물이 끈을 만들어내는 각기 다른 진동 주파수에 의해 탄생하는 법이지. 끈은 세상의 모든 것을 구성하며 보이지 않는 고차원의 공간 속에서 미미하지만 어디에나 존재하고 있네. 어떤 실험자들은 이 수업을 듣는 자네를 비웃을지도 모르지. 실험자 근거조차 없는 허상에 불과한 가공 이론들을 붙들고 있다고 말이야. 나는 인간이고 자네는 마도학자지. 하지만 이 완벽한 개념을 향한 갈망만큼 자네도 이해해주길 바라네, 장학생. 그러니까 이 기본 입자를 끈이라고 설명했을 때 이 우주의 이 물리 법칙을 좀 더 잘 설명할 수 있기 때문에 수학적으로 그 등장한 이론이라고 알고 있거든요. 정확하게 저도 잘 몰라요. 왜냐면 나는 물리학을 전공하지 않았거든. 그리고 이 정도는 아마 이걸 정확하게 이해하려면 석사 정도는 밟아야 되지 않을까 싶긴 해. 근데 여기에서 중요한 거는 이게 마도학이라는 힘도 존재를 하는 거잖아. 이 마력이 어떻게 표현되는지, 과학적으로 표현이 되는지, 어쨌든 자연현상이잖아요. 그것도 좀 궁금하긴 하네요. 준비된 변명을 쉽게 받아들이지 마.
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe. Because every puzzle has a solution. The world is like a crossword. If you follow the clues... Verdammt. Isn't it about time humanity evolved beyond sleep? It's only been 6 hours. Looks like the little biter's actually done some work in between destroying public property. Side effects have certainly lessened. Did I throw away the instruction manual? What did it say? Never mind. The little side effects have already been eliminated. The other symptoms don't matter. I hope this helps. Toybox research, the timekeeper's request, new results, and Lorenz. Alright, as always, problems rarely come alone. Toybox research, the timekeeper's request, new results, and Lorenz. Alright. But the more problems there are, the closer we are to the solution.
We need to stop creating more problems.
Then get rid of the approval system so we can all work in peace for a couple weeks. You know, spend our time actually experimenting instead of writing damn reports. That's our problem. I'm telling you, even if Enigma locked himself in that room for the next decade, he wouldn't get through them all.
Focus on the matter at hand, researcher Medicine Pocket. The toy box has been fixed for now, and the communication problems it caused have also disappeared. But we need to come up with a way to prevent any similar incidents in the future. And it's crucial we figure out how it had such a widespread effect. We can't risk almost all of Laplace speaking in cipher again. I, for one, believe it's related to the storm syndrome. But our research progress has been far too slow, so I need everyone.
There you go again. You're gonna say that the language disorder interfered with our work, right? Well, let me make this clear. Whether I use cipher or decimal or freaking latte art to communicate, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want. Those emergency handbooks are only filling that tank of yours with useless garbage data. Whatever happens, my advice is the same. Mind your own business and let us fend for ourselves.
Huh. Sounds like you've gotten over accidentally ordering critter chow at the canteen. I suppose it is quite difficult to decipher a Tetris-based language, no? And no, we can't just blow up the toy box Medicine Pocket. As I said before, it cannot be destroyed through arcane or scientific means. You should know when to quit.
Blow it up? Absolutely not. Adler already notified us that the Foundation is pressuring us to deliver persuasive research results. This isn't the first time they've used our laissez-faire attitude as an excuse to attack Laplace. We need to use the toy box's simulations to create a reliable emergency protocol.
Okay, I get you. We just need to submit something that'll shut them up. So why don't you round up everyone who's been wasting research materials, hand them all Lorentz ID badges, and turn them over?
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. As crowded and chaotic as the crystal structure of austenite, supposedly.
What is austenite? austenite 철강 재료가 고온에서 나타나는 미세 조직, 탄소를 많이 포함할 수 있고 가공성이 뛰어나며 자성이 없는 것이 특징입니다. 어허.
That's quite enough. Now, if you'd please return to today's topic. Researcher Pointer, Researcher X, how are the results of your data analysis?
Here's my section. I've included a summary for the timekeeper's perusal. In simple terms, the flood has altered the characteristics of the storm. The vast majority of our past data has been rendered useless. Our most reliable models require multiple rounds of verification. Therefore, our current conclusions are for reference only.
This should be plenty. I'm confident we'll adapt to these new conditions very soon. Have we made any discoveries regarding the arcane fluctuations emanating from the toy box?
If we're only looking at the numbers, the magnitude of these arcane fluctuations far exceeds normal levels. I also consulted all the arcanists I know with arcane skills related to language, words, or sound. None of them could find any man-made traces in the fluctuations. I have two hypotheses. One, this toy box is a naturally occurring arcane object. And two, its core holds a power beyond most arcanists' comprehension. I also have a personal theory. Mr. Ludwig's arcane fluctuations... Mr. Enigma.
Doors unlocked.
I already reviewed your application last Wednesday, X. And you and Elizabeth can stop submitting those clinical trial applications for Medicine Pocket's project.
Elizabeth, Medicine Pocket project.
Oh, I have a friend...
Regulus is not an option either. There isn't a hair on her body that doesn't scream Arcanist. I will handle this myself. After all, I was the one who questioned Medicine Pocket on the possibility of resuming research on the topic in the first place.
It's a compelling research direction. An antidote for Procrasma extract suitable for human consumption, and a universally applicable, edible extract with energizing effects. There's no need for you to worry. I read the project proposal. Medicine Pocket already consulted me on a few issues.
That proposal was supposed to be confidential. Never mind. But we need to act like this research topic doesn't exist until it yields some results. You are all pure-blood arcanists. You have a natural tolerance for Procrasma extract. But it's simply too dangerous to move straight onto pure-blood humans. Well, I suppose it's about time my quarter arcanist blood came in handy.
I understand, Mr. Enigma. I have no intention, nor the power, mind you, to interfere with anyone's decision. But I did receive a document I think you should see.
Of course you did. There's always more.
It's about the language disorder caused by the toy box's malfunction. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Although the world outside has returned to normal, a lot of curious occurrences have appeared in the toy box. Allegedly, the behavior of its inhabitants has become increasingly formulaic and unified. Of course, these are Mr. Ulrich's words. I haven't seen it for myself. The specifics are on top. I read the whole thing. It's comprehensive. Exhaustive, even. It should be more than enough to submit to the Foundation. But Ulrich isn't convinced it's persuasive enough, so he hasn't turned it in. We all know how easy it is to fall down a research rabbit hole. He needs someone on the outside to step in and make a decision. At least, that's what I think. There's also the small matter of a waveform contaminating the toy box's arcane fluctuations. A waveform extremely similar to that of our dear Mr. Raven. I've compared it. It's distinctly different from the other simulation data.
Ulrich. Ulrich!
Hey, what are you yelling for?
I'm trying to return this copy of your report that you forgot.
Bam.
We've encountered more and more critters since we entered this forest.
At least we didn't come here for nothing. Hey Ulrich, don't forget our loot.
Loot? Adler, are you seriously calling these supplies loot? I didn't expect you, of all people, to start indulging in roleplay.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you can save your energy for the journey. We still have a long way ahead of us.
Mr. Enigma, Mr. Ulrich, perhaps we should hurry. So we can get there before the language disorder spreads to all of Laplace.
Ah, good. At least someone in our party can put together a rational thought.
According to Muse's map, we still have 7 kilometers until we reach the toy box's depths. If we cross this critter's territory, we'll save a third of the time it would take to go around.
Is that a critter?
No. It's an arcanist using critter speech. Looks like another piece afflicted with a language disorder.
We're too far away. I can't make out what he's trying to say. Let's get closer. I may be able to read some useful information. All right, allow me.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
Oh, I understand. There's a maidenhair fern and a bamboo shoot. Looks like all I need to do is find the page with the fern and bamboo shoot.
Hurry, we will buy you some time.
We should continue along the humid, shaded areas preferred by maidenhair ferns. I suppose we are like ants to the people outside. A giant bamboo shoot that looks like a green arrow grows at the end of the path we're looking for. Oh! Our shortcut is just there, behind that big tree.
Sensing your thoughts, taking a peek in gate locks down.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
Goodness, this really was a shortcut.
I'm very grateful for your help, Miss Marcus. I wager we'd still be running in circles if you weren't here.
Indeed. If we can maintain this rate of progress, we'll be submitting an up-to-standard pre-storm protocol very, very soon.
Ulrich, why didn't you submit this copy of the pre-storm protocol?
Half-finished products have no place in a conference, Adler. It simply isn't persuasive enough. The toy box's storm simulation still poses some problems that require solving.
Am I hearing this right, Blob for Brains? You're telling me you've already finished the damn thing, but you thought you'd play us all for laughs for a while? Ugh, just turn it in, damn it! Shut those checkered chumps up!
As I said, there are still some problems that haven't...
Ulrich, you are slipping into the mindset of a creator. They're simulated data. There's no need for your humanitarian care.
And your biases are showing, Adler. As you'll recall from your encounters with the many familiar faces in the toy box, the pieces there are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
They are just pieces of data, parts of a simulation. You shut yourselves in your labs, in the toy box, calculating all day. And for what? If you all keep playing delusional genius, and continue to ignore the problems Laplace is facing, soon it will be out of our hands. This isn't the toy box. There are no resets.
It's true, Adler. With every new era brought by the storm, the Foundation has only tightened their policies, perhaps to an extreme. However, they need Laplace's research results. They need our innovation, our inventions. The Foundation doesn't view us as an enemy.
Exactly! I seriously don't get you guys. It's not like it'll affect us, so quit wasting our time with all these meetings. So what if Laplace loses its independence?
Adler, we can't properly discuss the issue if you don't explain what's making you so apprehensive.
If the Foundation passes their storm personnel reform, do you really think you'll be able to continue your research freely? Laplace is this close to being completely subsumed by the Foundation. When that happens, where do you think our inventions are going to be used? Don't tell me that none of you have ever considered.
Oh la la! No wonder they called you Enigma. If you've got some insider information, just tell us already.
Adler Hoffman, you've arrived. Please, sit.
No need. I'm not here to chat.
Adler Hoffman, you've arrived. Please, sit. Fine by me. Then allow me to move on to the subject. How's your progress on the storm contingency plan the Foundation requested?
Get to the point.
I had planned on some small talk, but I'll get right to it if you wish. If you assume the position of Laplace's next director, I can promise that the Foundation will not significantly interfere with the LSCC's regular operations.
On the condition I obey your every word.
Quite the opposite. Everything will be in your hands to do with as you see fit.
Then I would choose to keep things the way they are. And there are plenty of more outstanding, more rational members who could take on the responsibility. Take Ulrich, the leader of the Storm Research Group, for example. Or Pointer. She did remarkable work on developing the teleport disc, among any number of others.
Mr. Adler, I'm afraid you've missed a crucial point. Although committee member Irenai is the one pushing for the Storm personnel reform, appointing you as the director of Laplace is not his intention.
It's yours, isn't it, Madam Constantine?
You see, a keen mind is a key prerequisite to becoming director. The core of the issue isn't how the Foundation presents its final decision to the outside world, but who we present. And what we need is a human. A stable, persuasive, uncontroversial human. When all is said and done, the Foundation's objective remains the same. We only wish to do all we can to brave the storm. In this regard, you are the best choice, Mr. Adler.
Your best choice was forced to retire in the Timekeeper's suitcase.
Yes. Madame Lucy has certainly been enjoying a comfortable vacation. But let's not dwell on that. There's something else I wanted to tell you. Something interesting. To be kept to yourself for the time being, of course. It's a research topic we haven't yet revealed to Laplace. As you're well aware, for many years we've been searching for a method to bring back those reversed in the storm. Well, the Foundation has discovered a feasible theory. If we can inject a person's past memories into a suitable body, then we can restore those who were lost. All those years ago, a special candidate helped us in the first stages of this experiment. And now, we're finally starting to see results. To this end, we hope to acquire help from Laplace.
빰빰빰빰. 딱 1시간 정도 걸리네. 4개 보는데 1시간 정도? 4개 보는데 1시간 정도면은 보통 20개니까 5시간 정도 걸리네. 오케이.
It was on the quiet nights in port that I could never fall asleep. It was on the quiet nights in port that I could never fall asleep.
40년 차였구나. 50년 차구나. 좀 닮은 것 같은데. 빰빰빰. 아니 5성까진 잘 나오네. 씨. 5성 필요 없다고. 선물을 얼마나 올리는 거죠? $4,500원 하면은 4,500원 하면은 3개 뽑을 수 있고.
Oh, scusi. I didn't mean to interrupt.
지르긴 해야 될 텐데. 레골레타도 모아야 되는데. 거리 게시판. 정상관치 중완료. 알겠습니다. 플래시 에일. 오케이.
It was on the quiet nights in port that I could never fall asleep.
상목류 이것만 돌리고 가죠. 으아.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
Agreed.
I'm taking a peek.
David lockdown. Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
Though it may come with pain.
By God's grace. A shot hit. Now is the time of repentance.
바로 갈고 카운터 켜주고.
Listen to this.
My cycling build the hidden. David lockdown.
The path will become clear. Come dance with us.
A shot hit. This is now. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Now is the time of repentance.
Feel like making some new pointy tooth friends.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Slosh, slosh. Enter the gate and see the light. Now, give us a big smile.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon. Don't waste your time.
Let's dance with the shadows.
됐다. 끝났다. 굿.
A worthy victory.
Very good. Back out. Bangla.
No. Always arguing.
이지라.
A wonderful dream.
좀 잘못 쓰긴 했음. 이거 다들 광일 거 같네?
All forms of power at your fingertips.
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version.
Under Talisman Scientific Version. 개쎄죠? 컷.
너? 가슬인가?
나? 하슬이 있나? 이제 다 먹고 300까지 먹을 수 있으면 이거 어떻게 돌리냐. 그러니까 아씨 저것도 모아놓긴 해야 돼. 저거 왜 안 나오는 거냐. 오늘 여기까지 할게요. 다음에 좀 오랫동안 할 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다. 아마 주말에 올 것 같은데 어쨌든 안녕.